south side of Chicago. Welcome to the home of the White Sox, Guaranteed Rate Field. Today we've got a contest out of the National League East between the New York Mets and the Philadelphia Phillies. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Matsumoto gets the starting assignment for the Phillies. Dan, any thoughts?
Well, Matt, the first thing we're going to find out is how well this guy pitches with little sleep. I can't imagine knowing that you're going to be the next day starting pitcher the night before. This is a young guy making his first start. Listen, you can only make your debut one time, so there has to be lots. Lots going on in this guy's mind. Hopefully he can settle down early and pitch well in his debut.
And now in the box, Clinton Feldman. And we are ready for some daytime baseball.
First pitch, 1 o'clock.
Now the 1-0. And now this misses as well as he's behind the leadoff man this afternoon. 2-0 now. We'll be in the 80s later this afternoon, but for now 79 degrees at first pitch. The 2-0 on the way. Hit down the line at first. Scooped up, and there's one away. And now a chance to meet the Mets. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Well, Matty, you take a look at this lineup filled with young bloods, just young guys, hungry, aggressive, trying to do damage and move traffic to both gaps. Line-to-line power up and down this lineup. Should be interesting to see if this pitcher uses their aggressiveness against them.
Bobby Shipley is at the plate as he looks at ball one. Bases are empty, one man out. High and deep down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. Shipley is one of the few true superstar hitters in the game. You're no doubt aware of it, but it doesn't matter who he's facing. He's a major league threat to hit the ball hard somewhere just about every time he steps into the box.
Yeah, one of the best hitters and truly blessed by the gods, but I don't think people realize the amount of time and effort this guy has put into honing his craft to become one of the great hitters in our sport.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Got him off balance there as he reaches for one and grounds it to second. And there's out number 2.
Number 25.
Now at the plate is number 25. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. The pitch. High in the air out to center field. Thomas will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Down in order go the Mets. It's the Mets 0. Phillies coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Number 61 gets the starting nod for the Mets. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Well, this guy's kind of unique. How about a 5-pitch repertoire that he has? That gives him a lot of options for both righties and lefties. And if he's on, he could be really tough to hit.
So here is Cody Thomas. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Phillies, the center fielder, Cody Thomas.
Here's the pitch. And that misses for ball one. And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now.
Not even close with the 1-0. He needs to get back in the zone, but be careful. Work the quadrants.
Too tight with that one. 3-0.
How about the uncommon patience for the rookie in a big spot right here? These have been some tough pitches to lay off.
And he takes ball four. So the leadoff man is on here in the home half of the first in a scoreless ball game.
As if things aren't tough enough here playing in this hostile environment, he walks the leadoff hitter, and oh yeah, he's a threat to run every time he gets on base. Not the way he wanted to start this outing.
Next up is Willie Abreu. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. As a look, now the pitch. In there, 0-1.
Good speed at first and good speed with a guy at the dish. Going to be tough to double up these guys. If you're an infielder, you got to get rid of it quick.
Thomas on at first, nobody out. And this misses the outside. Up at 1-1.
That's a great call right there. Fastball away with a guy who's got some jets on first base. Almost like a hybrid pitch out. Great for a catcher if that guy's running. Easy transfer throw to second base.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Boy, not exactly what you'd like as a pitcher. One of the keys is to minimize your pitches, attack the strike zone early, a lot of deep counts, and working himself into a lot of trouble.
Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Number 7 is there, and he makes the catch for the out. With that, a look at the Phillies batting order in this one. Dero, what's your take on this team today?
Taking a look at this lineup, they're going to have to work the count. That's the key to success right here. They have to find a way to drive this guy's pitch count up and get into that bullpen as quick as possible.
At the plate now, Hasegawa. Pitch outside. The throw is not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw. Well, when a stolen base is that close, it's interesting to check it out on show track. And as the numbers come in, you'll want to focus on the top speed. Really good, and it paid off there. Now the 1-0 is a fastball that misses.
That's a pretty tough spot for him to deal with in the first inning. Runner in scoring position already, and now he's got the 3-hitter salivating in a good hitter's count.
Here comes the 2-0 pitch. 2 balls and a strike.
Boy, what a time to pull the string on him. On 2-0, there's no way anyone's thinking changeup, so if you can locate it, that's pretty much unhittable.
Curveball misses here, so a good hitter's count now to 3-1.
You would think in this situation, maybe with a base open, he'd just pitch around him and put him on first. But not with the guy in the on-deck circle. He's going to attack this hitter.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
What I love right there is just the freedom in that hack. He ain't trying to do anything but hit the baseball as far as he can.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Fouled off. And it's fouled away. This is on the ground over to first. And that's through into right field for a base hit. The throw home. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily.
Boy, what a battle there, D'Lo. Several pitch at bat right there. He threw everything but the kitchen sink, and he was still able to get an RBI base hit.
And Dan, I can't tell you, the longer the ABs go, usually, I'll tell you, you get in that swing mode where if he throws the rosin bag, you're pulling the trigger on it. Wait for him to settle in his zone and not come outside of it and end up getting a knock.
Back in standing. Into the box, Jordan Harrison. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball one. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
Might have to change your game plan in the box right here. If he's going to pound away, might have to work the opposite field.
Runners on first with one down. 1-1 pitch is a circle change. It hits the target 1-2. Little slide step action there, Dan.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. Strike three. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
As he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away.
That's a ball.
Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes.
He's having a really hard time finding his rhythm and finding the strike zone. It's going to allow this offense to keyhole him in big situations. He's got to figure it out pretty quick.
2-0 count. The pitch high in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. Line drive to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Batting fifth, the third baseman, Alfredo Valenzuela.
So now to the plate, Alfredo Valenzuela. 0-1 the count. Two men are on with 2 men out. Fastball swung on and grounded out towards second. He's got it. Throw to first in time, and the big inning is avoided as the side is retired. Phillies will have to be content with just the one. Leading off the inning, it'll be Clinton Eastman as they'll look to spark the offense and even things up.
Eastman.
Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. To short. Fielded cleanly on to first, and there's 1 gone here to start the second.
So here's how the Phillies are positioned defensively. And this team, they're not going to be moving around as much as some of the new age teams. The shifting and moving the third baseman over second base and the right fielder to play third base. This is going to be your stationary team trying to execute pitches.
At the plate, number 7.
He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory.
Phillies have an early 1-0 lead here in inning number 2. Good changeup, and it's 0-2.
Boy, so far early into this one, this guy's pitching really well, and I'm a big believer in body language. He's getting the ball, he's working really quick, keeping the ball down in the zone. And if you take a look at this guy so far early on, a lot of positive signs. He looks like he brought his good stuff in this one.
A little bouncer. The next 0-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Oshiro.
To the plate now, Oshiro. As he'll take a look at a strike on the outside corner, it's 0-1. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. And it's 1-2. Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. Swing and a miss at a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning comes to an end. Mets go down 1-2-3. They're down 1-0. Bottom of the inning now, and digging in is the big-time power threat, Jung.
The second baseman, number 64.
First offering.
At the ball.
And he misses again, 2-0. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Clyde Washington.
You know, D-Row, he is a pitcher's best friend, Clyde Washington. Down in the strike zone, he'll definitely call that ball right at the knees.
If he's consistent with it, Dan, which Clyde always is, I'm okay with it.
2-1 after the foul ball there. Into the windup and the pitch. And he fouls this one off. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the 2-seamer, and that's out number 1.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
Lucius Fox digging in now. Standing in from the right side as he takes strike 1.
Well, they got to him in the first inning, which is huge, but he looks a lot more settled into this ball game right now. He's not the kind of pitcher you want to let get into a groove out there.
1 out, nobody on. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. Into the windup and the pitch. Fouled away. The 2-2.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. And he struck him out as well. So the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are 2 away.
Well, no preferential treatment there. Sometimes we see great hitters have their calls go their way on close pitches, but not this time. I think that was actually a good take, but on 2 strikes, anything that close can go either way.
Stepping in now, Matsumoto, as he'll take a look at ball 1. He'll attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Had him out in front there as he takes strike 1 on the circle change. And that misses. 2-1.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher, but sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
To 2-2 now. Struck him out, so he makes quick work of him here. 3 straight strikeouts, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. We played 2 innings. It's 1-0. Ready now is Hideki Chu. After the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Now here it comes. High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. Center fielder looking up. Gone to lead off the inning. So it's a solo shot to dead center as the Mets have come back to tie things at 1.
Well, if you're going to get your first hit of the game, you might as well do it with a bang. He thought he could squeeze one past him, but he thought wrong.
And now, number 15. As he looks at a fastball on the inside corner for strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. Changeup. Good pitch there. 1-2. Fouled off. Here's another 1-2. No outs, nobody on. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Standing in now, number 61. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1. Bases are empty, one man out. Here's a fly ball, well hit. A ball that's carrying. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run. So a solo shot down the line in left, and the Mets move out to a 2-1 lead.
Well, he's given up 2 long balls in just 2 1/3 innings of work. So it seems as though they might have his number here. Not sure how much more the manager wants to see. He needs to turn it around quick if he wants to stay in this one for a while.
At the plate now, Clinton Feldman. And it's fouled away. Second appearance here. He grounded out to start the ball game. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2. Still only 1 out in the inning. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Some guys with big arms like this, they're just chuckers. They just throw the ball as hard as they can, and where it ends up isn't that big of a concern, but that wasn't the case there. That was a very well-pitched fastball right on the corner at the knees. Good luck hitting that one.
At the plate, Bobby Shipley, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Now here it comes. The bases are empty here with 2 men out. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. The next 0-2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Thomas able to track it down for the 3rd out. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Mets 2 and the Phillies 1. So the Phillies batting order turns over and set to go. Cody Thomas. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How do they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch.
Oh.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And that's waved at and missed, 1-1.
This lineup is flailing right now. They're having a hard time just making contact, let alone putting the ball in play.
And he checks his swing. Did he go around? Yes, says the first base umpire. Strike 2. The 1-2.
We just saw a fastball right there. I would not be shocked if he tries to get this guy to go fishing right here and drops a little off-speed pitch in the dirt.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Left fielder giving chase. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
Now batting, the right fielder, Willie Abreu.
Next, here is Willie Abreu. He flew out in his last AB.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. Now a fastball runs inside and drills him. Oh, that's gotta hurt.
Oh, that was a big mistake right there. This guy might be their best base stealing threat in the lineup, so now he's got a chance to move into scoring position without even putting the ball into play.
Into the box, Hasegawa, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0.
Love the fact that he's not scared to go right back inside with another fastball. I know he hit the last guy, but if he's going to have success, he's got to establish that pitch in.
The 1-0 home.
Boy, you don't see that very often out of a rookie. That's a 2-0 count, and both of those pitches were really close. This guy has a pretty good eye.
As a look, now the pitch. And here's a fastball for a strike. 2-1 now.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
3-1 to him now. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Swing and a ball hit to the left side, and this is going to wind up a souvenir. Had to wait back on the changeup, and he did a good job just to make contact. Abreu leads off first with 1 away. Hit hard on the ground to short. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game.
I know this guy isn't known for his hitting prowess, but that's a nice job right there. Getting a single on a 3-2 pitch in the middle of the zone. Grab your glove and flash some leather.
To the plate now, Jordan Harrison, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Here comes the 0-1. And he fouls this one off. Tried to throw the fastball by him, but it's high. 1-2.
I mean, he's coming right after him, Matty. 3 fastballs in a row.
And he stays alive here as he gets a piece of this, and in turn, he gets a piece of the catcher behind the plate.
I'll tell you right now, he let go of that one, and he wanted to pull it back. That was a hanger, bad spot over the heart of the plate. He's lucky. He's lucky that's getting sent back to him.
A 2-1 score here as we play inning number 3. This is swung on and missed, his 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
In now, Dom Marolio, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. Comes set, the 0-1. Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. And the 2-out threat won't pay off. The inning is over. Phillies leave a couple. Our score remains 2-1. So stepping in is number 25. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Now the first pitch. As he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. A ball and a strike. Hit in the air down the right field line. Right fielder is on the run, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
The catcher, number 17, Clinton Eastman.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Clinton Eastman, grounded out in his last at-bat.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
The 1-0.
Nope, that's inside.
Two balls and a strike to count. The 2-1. Out in front here is this one scorched foul to the left. Fourth inning of a 2-1 ball game. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
And this one misses here. A close pitch on 3-2, but Clyde Washington rules it ball 4. Next for the Mets, number 7. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Now a throw over to first. Runner back safely. First pitch of the AB now. And a pitch out. Nothing doing though, and that's ball 1. A high strike there, and it's 1-1.
Hey, that's a heck of a pitch right there. If he's able to execute with that type of velocity, fastballs up and in, I can't imagine. Not only is he going to break a ton of bats today, but he's going to open up that down and away with the soft stuff later in the game.
Now the 1-1 pitch.
Hey, that's a quality take right there. He knows the pitcher's trying to get him to hit a ground ball and roll 2.
2 runs on 2 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Hit sharply, but foul down the right side. Working for the punch out and the offering. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball 2.
Great job to keep your hands back and not fully commit. The body was out in front on a great changeup right there, but he was able and strong enough to keep his hands back.
He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Great spot on that 2-2 fastball. You can't place it on the inside corner any better than that. And as a hitter, there's just not a whole lot you can do with that unless you're looking for it and time it just right. Love seeing a guy that can work the inside with his fastball.
Into the box now, Oshiro. In there, now the throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease.
That's a great call from the dugout to put the runner in motion that time. With 2 outs and a good hitter at the plate, it's a pretty low-risk play. If he's out, you still got the same good hitter leading off the next inning. But if he's safe, he's in scoring position and a lot easier to drive in.
Ready with the 0-1.
On 0-2 here, he doesn't have to give in with a great pitch to hit. He's got a base open, so he has to focus on making a good pitch right here.
Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. Now the 0-2. And a bit of a jam shot there as this is on the ground to second. They'll whip this one to first in the inning. Mets leave 1. They still lead it 2-1. Just about set to go for the last of the 4th. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to catch up with manager Joe Girardi during the commercial break about the Phillies offense. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. And stepping in, Alfredo Valenzuela. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest.
Alfredo Valenzuela.
First pitch on the way. As he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time. Three and 0 now.
Kind of frustrating as a pitcher when you start an inning off with 3 straight balls like he has here in the 4th. Makes you start wondering what's going on.
Here it comes, the 3-0.
You can really tell they're trying to keep the ball in on this big slugger right here.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt. But he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
The 3-1.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
Swing and a miss, and they'll come all the way back from 3-0 to punch him out. 1 away. So after getting the strikeout on the fastball, not a bad time to check out our pitch speed comparison for our 2 starters. And my gracious, look at that comparison. Both guys into triple digits. That is some serious, serious gas. So the next to bat will be Jung, struck out in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB. Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Gotta find a way to keep his hands back.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Oh.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Center fielder on the run. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Now batting, the shortstop, Lucius Fox.
Next to hit, Lucius Fox. Here's the first pitch to him. On the screws to shortstop, but caught to retire the side. Phillies down in order. They still trail it here 2-1. All set for the start of the inning, and at the plate will be the speedy outfielder, Hideki Chu.
Yeah, not fooled by that breaking ball in his last AB at all. He jumped all over it. It's such a good feeling as a hitter when you know you're picking up the secondary stuff right out of the pitcher's hands.
And he lays off for ball 1.
He obviously wanted that call in the corner, but if he continues to put the ball right there, he's going to get that call, and he's going to keep pitching as well as he is.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Just hung in there on that one. The next 1-2 pitch. So 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
He stays alive, still 2-2. Bat explodes as this has popped up, and no one will get this one. He's ready with the 2-2 pitch.
3 ball.
No pitcher likes to take the count to 3-2, especially when you throw a non-competitive pitch like that on 2-2. That one wasn't even close.
Now the payoff pitch home. And he'll finally just wear him down as this one swung on and missed for the first out.
I think that curveball is a big reason why he's able to turn things around in this start after a rough beginning. It's got some good bite to it. So that tells me he's doing a nice job of snapping it off out front. Really finishing that pitch like you're supposed to.
Standing in now, number 15. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Chopper to short. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Now batting, number 61.
Now to the plate, the pitcher, number 61. Off to a fine start in this one after launching a homer his first time up. Here's the pitch.
You have to be careful. You can't sleep on the bunt right here, even with 2 outs. They're playing him back, but this guy can handle the bat.
Here's a swing, and oh, man! Way out of here. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His second home run of the game, and the Mets have taken a 3-1 lead.
Second home run of the game right there. He is locked in at the plate. You hear so many of today's players talk about rhythm and timing. Well, he is perfectly on time in the heart of the zone.
At the plate, Clinton Feldman. He'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Into his his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike one. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. The 1-1. Back up the middle, reined in. And the off-balance throw is right there for the third out. And a high degree of difficulty on that one as the side is retired. So here now is the pitcher, Matsumoto. He'll start half of inning number 5.
This is where the pressure starts to build a little bit on an offense. It's not late enough. I mean, you don't have to start panicking right now, but this is where you're looking for someone to light a spark to get back in this game.
The 1-0 is looked at for the first strike.
Hey, love the confidence in that pitch right there, going right after one of the better hitters on this team, not afraid to execute.
The 1-1. Strike two, swinging.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
Wow, that's one of the toughest pitches in baseball to hit, right? That good straight changeup, El Cambio. There's not much you can do with that. You're going off of that arm speed, and the ball, it just doesn't get there.
Stepping in now, Cody Thomas. As the first pitch to him's a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. Flew out last time up. The 1-0 home is taken, strike one. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. A little early, and now it's even at 2-2. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Just off the end of the bat, it's a foul ball, and he'll stick around. The 2-2 one more time.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
That hook stayed up in the zone. You can see he struggled with that curveball early. He's trying to find that release point with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to see if he can find the feel for that thing moving forward.
Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Oh, and this ball is absolutely blasted high and deep. So a solo shot down the line in left, and the Phillies have cut it to a 3-2 game now.
Yeah, I can remember when leadoff hitters were these little speedy guys who would try to leg out little numbers or draw walks. Well, that time has passed, and guys like this, with pop at the plate, can sometimes go deep as well as anybody in the lineup.
Plate now, Willie Abreu. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. Last time up, he was hit by a pitch. fouled away.
He was absolutely all over that fastball. Have to find a way to keep that fair.
Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Into the windup and the pitch. Two runs, 4 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
Keep in mind, people, the longer the at-bat, the higher the likelihood that this becomes his last inning.
Here now the 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full.
That pitch was way down on 2-2, but give the hitter some credit there. Sometimes with 2 strikes, you're more apt to expand the strike zone, but he didn't and held off on that one that wasn't even close.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Willie Abreu becomes out number 2 this inning. Next, it'll be Hasegawa, singled in his last at-bat. Now the first pitch. As he rips it on the ground to second. Scooped up, throw in time, and the side is retired. Phillies get 1 in the frame courtesy of this solo home run. Through 5 innings, it's now a 3-2 ball game. Digging in will be Bobby Shipley. He'll try and get things started as we begin inning number 6. And now pitch on the way. Swing, and there it goes. Deep to left field. Gone to lead off the inning. A solo shot here to left, and it gives the Mets a 4-2 lead. And we've seen 4 round trippers from these guys so far. Dan, D-Row, what do you make of all this?
Dan, they're absolutely not going to cover off the ball. I'm curious to get your take on this. I didn't find it to be the truth. I didn't mind hitting at night. But a lot of guys say they see the ball better during the day.
You know what's funny, D-Row, is I prefer to pitch in night games as opposed to day games. I always thought it was advantage to the hitter, and so far that looks like it's the case in this one right here. They must be seeing the ball really well because they're just absolutely smoking the baseball right now.
Ronaldo Zambrano takes over on the mound here with nobody out in the 6th inning.
Zambrano.
Number 25, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And he misses 2-1. Zambrano is about as stingy as they come in terms of a bullpen arm. He's proven very difficult to hit, and it's a rarer thing still to see multiple hits against him.
Yeah, Matty V, and you wonder why it's so hard to score off of this guy. He's nearly impossible to get 3 or 4 hits in an inning to score a run. He keeps his walks per 9 innings is really down, and you look at his hits per 9 innings pitch, it's no wonder why this guy's one of the top relievers in the game right now. The 2-2. And obviously this guy's a double threat up there. He can run and he can go yard too. You don't want to walk him because he might steal a base on you, but you don't want to groove a fastball either because he can take you out of the yard.
And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. Not quick enough that time, and he's lucky to get another chance. Count remains full. Yu On will come on defensively now as he takes over at second.
Now playing
Hits
second.
are now even at 4
Number
apiece.
2. Yu On.
Miguel Mitre is into the game as well as he's the new first baseman.
Number 13. Miguel Mitre.
Chris Rabago will also enter as he
Now
takes
playing
over
third
at third base.
Number 43. Chris Rabago.
Trey McGrath is also into the ballgame as he'll likely go the rest of the way behind the plate.
Now catching. Number 72. Trey.
Hiroki Matsuzaka is also into the game as he takes over at short.
Number 23. Hiroki.
Nai Tan is also into the ballgame. He'll assume duties in left field. Mario Herrera will come on now as the pinch hitter.
Mario Herrera.
Now a payoff pitch home. Hard hit ball to second, and this will be just what the manager ordered as he's off the bench with extra bases. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
That's the difference in today's games. Pitchers will throw any pitch in any count, but the batter was able to deliver on a 3-2 breaking ball.
At the plate now, Clinton Eastman as he lays off a fastball too low. For ball one. It was a walk in his last trip. The 1-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike.
One strike.
In for strike two.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
And did he hold up in time? A look down, and no, he went around at strike three.
One of the big advantages to pitching ahead in the count if you're a pitcher, because you have to cover both pitches if you're a hitter. You have to cover the off speed and the fastball. And in a 1-2 count, you might be sitting off speed. And what happens? He gets the fastball, and he can't catch up to the express.
So now to the plate, number 7.
And on the first pitch, he grounds foul.
0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Has a look, now the pitch. Swing and a line drive. And that's taken in straightaway right. Will he try from second?
Now batting, the first baseman, Tote Oshiro.
Now at the plate, Tote Oshiro, runner in scoring position with Sugan. Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Now a swing and a deep drive to left. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left as they open it up to 6-2 now. Fans are getting plenty of souvenirs today. That's the 5th ball we've seen clear the fence by just this one lineup alone.
Yeah, Matty V, how about this, D-Row? If you come to watch offense, you picked the right game to come and sit.
5 bombs from one team. Everybody in the lineup. They're making fun right now of the guys who don't have a home run.
Pretty badly there as he reaches to poke this one foul. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Nearly got the inside, but ruled the ball. High and deep down the left field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. Here comes the 1-2. Is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, and 6 coming up. The Mets are out on top, 6-2. Mario Herrera takes over out in left field after entering the game in a pinch hit role last half inning.
Number 26.
Kobe Hayashi enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Now pitching for the New York Mets.
That will be 9-10. He's getting his first plate appearance of the game here in the 6th. Dante Davidson will also come in now as he takes over out in center.
Now playing center field, number 20, Dante Davidson.
Ronan Hart is also into the ball game now as he takes over at second.
Number 16, Ronan Hart.
Number 8 is also into the game as he takes over at short.
Number 8.
Willie Seda will also enter as he takes over at third.
Number 36, Willie Seda.
Now the first pitch. A ball and no strikes. Tan, a native of Singapore, actually. He's in his rookie year here at the big league level. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2.
Like to see him be looking to the opposite field with this next swing. Pitcher's trying to work you away.
And this one's over at the knees, 2-1.
Gutsy pitch right there. 2-0 changeup for a strike. Good call by the catcher. Great execution by the pitcher.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Is swung on and missed for strike number 2. And did he hold up in time? A look down, and no, he went around. It's strike 3. Next to hit is Trey McGrath. First pitch on the way.
Right guy, right spot. This is one of the better hitters in their lineup. Just the guy they want to see coming up now to get this inning going.
And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now. Fouled off. One out, nobody on. Cut fastball that time, but he doesn't bite, and now it's 3-1.
Well, it's a pretty well-known fact that your batting average goes up as you get into more favorable hitters counts, and that's especially true when we're talking about this kind of hitter. Not a great spot to be in if you're the pitcher.
And he takes ball 4, so he's on, and as you know, that often means the steal could be in order here. So next to hit is Chris Rabago. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch.
You know, some guys just don't like pulling the trigger in a 0-0 count. They don't like the ambush tactic. They like to calibrate the speed, maybe pick up the brake. They want to know everything your ball does before they pull the trigger.
Throw over to the bag and a dive, but he's back in. McGrath, base runner at first with 1 out. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball 1. A ball and 2 strikes.
1 and 2.
Hit hard on the ground towards second. To second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Phillies go down quietly there. They still trail here. It's 6-2. Welcome back. Here's Heidi Watney with the report as we get set for the top of the 7th. Heidi?
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said that anytime you can put 6 runs on the board, you have to feel pretty good about it, and you know that a lot of little things are going right. Now, it's just a matter of maintaining that through the rest of the game. Guys?
All right, thanks, Heidi. Addison Russ is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
'63, Addison Russ.
So now here is Willie Seda. He's newly entered into the ball game, so this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7. Now here's the pitch. And low, it's a ball and a strike. The 1-1. And it's fouled away. The 1-2. Grounder down the line at third. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Into the windup and the pitch. Oh, that grounder got him for the first, but he's safe. And now the stadium's attention turns back to the man on the mound. And this has to be a big concern here. This ball came back and got him right in the pitching arm, and that is something you just never want to see. You can see him trying to work this one off, and from all appearances, I think they're going to let him continue, so that at least is a good sign. Into the box now, Kobe Hayashi, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball one. That evens it up 1-1. Very high, 2-1. Nobody out, runner on first. He's fallen behind now, 3-1. Here's a look over to first, just keeping him close. The 3-1 pitch. And he misses here, ball four. And somehow he manages to walk his opposite number. Wow.
Huge innings have begun with much less, I can tell you that. First and second, no out, and the guy on the bump really needs a strikeout or a double play right here.
Next to dig in, Ronan Hart. First pitch of the AB now. Line drive, base hit to right. Long throw to the plate. And not in time as the run scores.
Yeah, now they're looking at a 5-run deficit, and that doesn't bode very well for them, especially considering that they've only been able to scratch a couple of runs across the entire game. If this isn't the end, they can definitely see it from here.
Eric Pardinho comes on now, and he'll take over with nobody out in inning number 7.
Number 99, Eric Pardinho.
Stepping in now, number 8, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. None out, runners at first and second. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
The 2-0. Scorched to third. He's got it to second for one. On to first, so he comes right out of the bullpen and gets the double play.
They played the matchup there, and it worked out perfectly. Ground ball double play, and that changes the complexion of this inning entirely.
Standing in now, Mario Herrera. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one. 1-0. From the stretch. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
Got to sit middle when a guy's trying to pitch around you. If he's going to give you first base, take it.
Set. Here comes the 1-1.
2-1.
Hey, after the double in his first at bat, looks like he's trying to pitch around this guy a little bit.
The 2-1 home. Weak grounder back to the mound. And with his speed, forget it. It's an infield single. And the runner from third crosses the plate. When we looked at this game on paper before it started, I don't think any of us thought it would go down like this.
Yeah, Matt, hard to stay focused on the game when the score is this far out of hand, especially when you're on the losing side of it. Even as broadcasters, it can be a little bit challenging to stay fully dialed in.
Into the box, Clinton Eastman, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. No hits to this point. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. And this is taken for a called strike. Oh, that's a tough call. Now 1-2. Did well just to make contact there as he spoils off a good changeup. Another 1-2 delivery.
No, that's a ball.
That was a nasty sweeping slider right there. If he was able to just catch the corner a little bit, he would have picked up that backwards K.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. And he fouls this one off. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Thomas finds some space out there for the catch to retire the side. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. Stretch time here on the south side of Chicago. It's the Mets 8 and the Phillies 2. And now Yu On. He's newly entered into the ball game, so this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7. Now here's the pitch. Strike one to start the at-bat. A windup and the 0-1.
Oh, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Down low, 2 balls and a strike. Cut fastball that time, but he doesn't bite, and now it's 3-1.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
And that one is a called strike as he's rebounded to run it full now, 3-2. Sent on the ground out to second. Right to him. And that's the first out.
Up next for Philadelphia, the shortstop, Hiroki Matsuzaka.
Digging in next, Hiroki Matsuzaka. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. The cutter runs outside, ball 1. Fouled away. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball.
Awfully frustrating for a pitcher. You make a close pitch like that just barely misses. Whew, that's a tough one to get back.
Ripped down the first base line. The 2-2. Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up. Number 8 backs up and takes care of it. 2 away.
The pitcher, number 99, Eric Pardinho.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Eric Pardinho. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Off the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. A ball and 2 strikes now. Swing and a miss got him reaching. Eastman is after it, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. Still 8-2. Into the box, Dante Davidson, and he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Now the pitch. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. Oh, 1 pitch, and he can't make contact on the bender. 0-2.
Man, as a pitcher, you have to love pitching 0-2. Multiple ways, up, down, in and out, throw the breaking ball. A lot of different ways to get guys out.
Still no balls and 2 strikes. Ready with another 0-2.
No! Ball, strike.
Line drive, base hit.
I mean, that has to frustrate the guy on the mound right there. You get him down 0-2, no put away pitch, works the count back to neutral, and is able to mix in a base hit. Nice job.
To the plate now, Oshiro. As he'll take a look at ball one. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. That missed. Close. It's ball two.
You thank your lucky stars when you get a chance to hit behind a guy with as much speed as he has on first base. The entire defense is on guard, and you know probably there's a fastball coming.
Now a throw over, and he'll get back in standing. Davidson gets his lead at first, nobody out. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And that'll get down out there near the wall. They'll extend their lead here as the runner scores from first.
I mean, that had to feel good right there, Dan. That's his third RBI of the game and extends his team's lead. They might have this one locked up.
Boy, I tell you, those are always big, those add-on insurance runs. Big RBI right there for a little bit more breathing room.
So with a left-handed hitter waiting, they'll go to their own left-hander out of the bullpen. At the plate now, number 18. Ball one.
One ball, no strike.
A runner at second, nobody out. Ball two now.
Well, that's another great hitting count here on 2-0. It's no wonder why they're up 7.
From the belt, the pitch.
Huh.
Inside for a ball as he falls behind to him here. 3-1. Willie Seda is on deck. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. But a foul ball, and it's full now at 3-2. Swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
A lot of indecision there on that check swing, and that's something you see quite a lot on 3 and 2. When the difference between striking out and drawing a walk can be an inch or two, it's pretty understandable why guys aren't always aggressive with their swings.
Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. As he'll take a forkball here that drops in there for strike one. Now some action in the Phillies bullpen as a right-hander begins to crank it up out there. Oh, 0-1, here it comes. And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now.
Oh, I love that pitch right there. Up and in. Jam sandwich.
And it's another K. So back-to-back strikeout victims to start this relief outing.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
In now, Kobe Hayashi, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball one. Worked a walk in his first plate appearance. Now the 1-0.
My bet is he's getting the take sign now on 2-0. If he's having a hard time throwing strikes to the pitcher, you might as well let him work himself into trouble.
hit on the ground down the first baseline, but a foul ball, and it's 2-1 now. From the belt, kicks and deals. And that's ball 3 now as it just misses below the zone. Ronan Hart would be next. The 3-1 pitch. Gets a swinging strike.
Yeah, from a pitcher's perspective right here, you got to treat this guy like he's the 4-hole hitter. With runners in scoring position, I know it's the pitcher at the plate.
Swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Mets played a run on a couple of hits. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The Mets lead it 9-2. Now into the box, Cody Thomas.
Yeah, Matt, and going back to that last at-bat when he hit the homer, that was a fastball that was up in the zone. This guy likes the ball up in the zone, so if I'm on the mound right now, I'm thinking try to keep the ball at the knees and below. He doesn't handle that low pitch quite as well.
Hit in the air out to center field. Davidson is there, and he'll bring this one in.
Now batting, right fielder.
Time to give you a look now at the numbers for our 2 starting pitchers, and really nothing to write home about on either line, as neither guy was able to last even 6 innings. Next to stand in is Willie Abreu. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Now the first pitch. This is popped up. Seda is right there. And there's the second out of the inning.
Now batting, first baseman, Miguel Mitre.
Next, it'll be Miguel Mitre, and he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Here it comes. Oh, and that one swung through the strike zone that time at 98. 0-1. And it's quickly 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And another foul ball. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Fouled off.
Hey, have an AB right here. I know it's frustrating the heck out of the pitcher. You keep fouling these pitches off, maybe one misses over the heart of the plate.
Back up the middle and in for a base hit. So a nice job there to fight off an 0-2 pitch and keep the inning alive for at least one more batter.
Now back.
Hey, that's a nice piece of hitting by your 3-hole guy right there. First 2 guys, not so much. Now they bring up the monster in the 4-hole with 2 outs. They have a chance to make a nice inning out of this.
So now to the plate, Nye Tan, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And he misses with it 1-1. Mitre leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. And it's fouled away. Count still at 1-2. from the stretch. And he struck him out, so he's down on strikes for the second time this afternoon. Phillies strand one. They're down by a touchdown. It's 9-2. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Ronan Hart. He delivered an RBI single in his last trip.
Hart.
Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch.
Oh. No.
Now the 1-0. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And he fouls this one off. Here now the 2-2. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And this will make its way into center field for a base hit, and the leadoff man's aboard now to open the 9th.
Hey guys, he's not known for being a singles hitter right here, but that's his second knock of the game.
And I'm sure he'll take him, but the guys on the other side of the scorecard might be thinking we really avoided a worse fate. Standing in now, number 8. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. A runner at first with no outs here. Throw over to the bag, and he's back standing. The 1-0 home. Right side hit hard. And that's through for a hit. He'll hold at second, and there are 2 aboard now.
Nothing fires me up more than watching an offensive player stay inside a baseball and drive it the other way.
Into the box now, Mario Herrera, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He's got hits in both of his at-bats so far in this one. The 0-1. Hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul. Down the first baseline. One there. On to first, the double play.
Well, there's the pitcher's best friend right there. The inning was off to a rough start, right? But nothing changes that like a good old 2-ball. We'll see if they can strand the runner at third now.
Stepping in now, Clinton Eastman, as he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. A swing and a ground ball to third. But this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now.
Hey, what a job right here to put yourself in position to get out of this one after giving up back-to-back singles to the first 2 batters.
0-2, here it is. And there's strike 3, so we'll see now if they can manage to hold on to this huge lead as the side is retired. Mets strand 1, but they hold a 9-2 lead. So now into the box is Trey McGrath, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
First offering on its way.
Oh, 1 ball, no strike.
The 1-0 home.
Nope, I'll do.
They obviously circled him before the game that they were not going to let him beat them. Walked him this first time up, and now they're nibbling again.
The 2-0 on the way. Is offered at and missed for the first strike.
1 strike.
Now the 2-1.
Ball 3.
Chris Rabago will be next. The 3-1 pitch. A ball hit hard to the left side, and that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. So it's a leadoff single that kicks off their half of the ninth.
Up next for Philadelphia, the third baseman,
Into the box, Chris Rabago. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. The 1-0 home is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1.
Good thing he didn't make contact with that pitch. Only thing he could do is probably hit that on the ground. It could be a double play ball.
Rolled slowly down the first baseline, but this will get fouled. It's a ball and 2 strikes. McGrath aboard here at first with nobody out. Looked like a cut fastball there, and all he can do with it is foul it off to the right. He'll try again, 1-2. Hits this one hard the other way, and that finds its way through for a base hit. And that runner will hold up at second with 2 aboard now.
Boy, Dero, the game of baseball has changed. There's so much velocity in the game. That was a 96-mile-an-hour fastball that he smoked the other way.
Yeah, you have to keep your front shoulder tucked right there. You have to honor. When a guy's throwing that hard, 96 miles an hour, you have to honor that fastball and try and work it the other way to keep you on the off speed.
Number 56 takes the mound as he's been called upon to pitch. At the plate, Yu on as he will swing and miss on a fastball on the outer half. It's strike 1. Set to deliver the 0-1. Now a ball hit sharply toward third, but gloved by the third baseman for the out.
up next for Philadelphia, the shortstop, Hiroki Matsusaka.
So next to the plate for the Phils, Hiroki Matsusaka flew out last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. As he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1.
With some traffic on the base paths, nice job by the pitcher to execute strike 1.
Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike.
When you've got a guy that throws a good two-seam fastball, you have to be ready for him to try to run it inside and jam you. Good job to lay off that one, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see it again.
The 1-1 home. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. McGrath is on his way home. One run will score easily. Here's the second runner around third. he'll score easily. And the deficit now stands at 5.
Now back.
Always nice to get some run production from the bottom of your order, right? That double brings in 2 runs, and the top of the order is coming up here. This could really be a big inning.
In now, Sang, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. The 1-0 home is swung on and missed, strike 1.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That could be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
Here's the 1-1. Hit hard on the ground to second. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And the recovery throw is too late, and there are 2 on with 1 away now. Next up, Cody Thomas. And these guys are making a little push here. You have to like the effort despite the odds.
Yeah, you really do, Matt. Look, they still have a significant hill to climb, but hey, they string a couple of hits together here, and all of a sudden this thing feels doable.
From the stretch, as he'll take a look at ball 1.
Somebody's getting frustrated. He's not used to getting hit around like this.
Two 2-0 to the Phillies center fielder.
You never want to fall behind as a pitcher, but doing it to a guy like this is even worse. He's got to bear down and execute for the rest of this at-bat, starting right now.
2-0 count. The pitch is laid off, but in there for strike 1. Hit out towards second. Reined in. To second for 1. On to first, and he rolls the double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over.
Yeah, and they end this thing with style, turning that double play to preserve the win. That's what we call finishing strong.
And this ball game ends at a 9-4 final score. The Mets led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Number 61 is the winning pitcher of record. So that will wrap things up. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Wackney, and our whole crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, head to theshow.com.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game. For the victorious New York Mets, 9 runs on 13 hits. No errors, they left 4 men on base. For Philadelphia, 4 runs on 9 hits. No errors, they left 8 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 46 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.